Helicopter flies high above the endless jungle, blades slicing the air, as the dense green canopy stretches out like a living ocean below. Olivia leans by the window, green eyes sparkling, auburn hair tied in a ponytail. This was her first step. The pilot frowns as alarms scream. Warning lights flash wildly across the console. Something's wrong. The engine begins to... A violent jolt throws them sideways. Rotors spin out of control as the jungle rushes closer. Screams fill the cabin. Silence returns as birds cry from the trees. The broken helicopter lies scattered in the undergrowth, half buried in green silence. Face covered in dust, clothes torn, breath shaky. Her hands reach for something, anything, through pain. Kevin limps out from the trees, blood streaked on his temple, eyes wide with panic. Then relief as he spots her barely breathing. Kneels beside her, brushes dirt from her face. Her eyes flutter open. They've survived, but the wreck, they gather what remains. A torn map, a half-full water bottle, and a flashlight with flickering light. 10, with the sun rising, they step into the wild unknown. Olivia determined, boots crunching leaves. The jungle breathes around them. Thick vines, buzzing insects, distant screeches. Each step a test of courage and strength. Olivia slips on wet moss. Kevin catches her mid-fall. Their eyes meet for a heartbeat before they silently press forward. The sun lowers as golden beams pierce through trees. Olivia leans back against a trunk, breathless, beautiful. Kevin watches her from the side, silent and still, captivated by her resilience and quiet defiance beneath the setting sun. Their path winds through tangled roots and sloping hills. Olivia brushes off scratches. Her focus never once. A snake slithers near. Olivia freezes. Kevin gently pulls her back. Her breath trembles, but her grip on... That night, they light a small fire under thick leaves. Crickets hum while shadows dance across their dirt-streaked faces. Olivia rests her head on his chest, his jacket around her shoulders. Their hands intertwine under the flickering firelight. Morning comes with distant howls. They pack silently, stepping into fog, hearts racing with uncertainty and fading warmth. A rushing river blocks their way. They build a raft with broken logs and hope, floating into deeper mystery and deeper trust. Morning mist floats through the trees. They smile, small comfort in a wild, endless world. They follow scattered footprints, stepping over mossy stones, hoping it leads somewhere. Anywhere but death and silence. A downpour strikes suddenly. They run, slipping and laughing, water soaking through every layer until they can barely breathe. 20. They find a rocky ledge, shivering, pressed together. Olivia closes her eyes, her breath sinking with Kevin's heartbeat. 20. Olivia boils dirty stream water in a dented can. Kevin adds a few berries. A rough jungle soup. Kevin sketches a path with a twig. His finger tracing their journey, hers resting beside his, trembling. A deep ravine cuts through the jungle. They balance across a fallen log. One step at a time, fear on their faces, hands shaking. Kevin lunges, grabbing her wrist. She dangles above darkness before he hauls her back with all his strength. They collapse on solid ground, gasping, foreheads touching. Nothing needs to be said, just breathing means fireflies blink around them. Olivia traces shapes in the air as Kevin watches her silhouette in soft glow. Olivia jolts awake from a nightmare. Her scream fades into the trees. Kevin pulls her close. It's just us. At sunrise, they find a freshwater stream. Olivia cups her hands, drinks deeply, then offers some to Kevin with a soft smile. She catches her reflection in the water, scratches, but there's also strength in her tired green eyes. They follow the stream, stepping carefully across rocks, wet branches cracking underfoot with each uncertain move. Their dead bird lies in their path. Olivia kneels, covers it with leaves, her fingers gentle, voice low in a quiet goodbye. Kevin carves a walking stick for Olivia. She watches, then takes the knife, trying it herself, slow but learning. 30. A group of monkeys chatter from overhead. One mimics Olivia's steps, hopping branch to branch with surprising act. Olivia giggles for the first time in days. Kevin grins, the sound a brief reminder of the world outside this wild. Third, they emerge into a clearing, where a majestic waterfall thunders down into a crystal pool, a secret paradise carved by time. Olivia rushes into the water, clothes and hair drenched. Kevin follows. Their joy echoes over the roaring falls. They splash water at each other like children, joy breaking through the exhaustion, for once forgetting where they are. They pause in the shallows. Eyes lock, hands touch, and slowly, their lips meet under the roar of falling water. They sit side by side on warm stones, sunlight dancing on their skin, hearts beating faster than the river. As dusk settles, they gather berries and roast mushrooms over their fire, sharing bites like secret treasures. Olivia shivers. Kevin wraps his jacket around her shoulders. She leans into him, safe for a moment under a sky full of stars. 40. A deep growl rumbles from nearby. Eyes glowing in the dark. Kevin slowly raises the flashlight as Olivia grips his arm from behind the trees, then vanishes into the shadows. Their fire crackles louder, their breaths tighter. Olivia buries her face in Kevin's chest. He holds her, heart thudding hard, hands trembling but strong around her back. They walk without speaking. Every rustle, every snap of a twig feels like another set of eyes watching them. Olivia grips a knife Kevin gave her. Her steps are cautious but firm. She's no longer just following. She's surviving. Root cuts into her ankle. Kevin kneels, carefully wraps it in cloth. She winces, nods, and stands tall again. 50 spot markings on a tree trunk, ancient symbols carved long ago. Olivia brushes dirt from them. With curiosity draws them deeper into the woods. Kevin leads now, Olivia close behind, hand resting on his back for balance. A moss-covered cave appears between boulders. Olivia steps inside, light filtering through cracks, revealing walls etched in time. She runs her fingers across the carvings, eyes wide. "This place is alive," she whispers. Kevin watches her, the firelight reflecting in his eyes. "Just like you," he says quietly. She turns, moved. Olivia cups his face, trembling. "I'm alive because of you," she says, tears forming. Her voice, they sleep wrapped in one blanket, firelight dancing on their cheeks, the cave holding them like a cradle. Olivia sharpens a stick into a spear. Her hands are steady now. Kevin watches her, awed and proud. 6 points at paw prints in the dirt, whispering, "Dear." Kevin nods. Olivia is no longer just surviving. She's leading. Olivia spots movement near the riverbank. She crouches, throws her spear, and hits a fish. Kevin cheers, eyes full of pride. 60 cook the fish over stones, steam rising as they eat slowly, savoring every bite like it's a feast from another life. Olivia finds wild berries and tests them for poison. Kevin helps gather more, trusting her judgment without question. They build a small shelter of leaves and branches. As rain begins, they crawl inside, huddled close and whispering soft cracks across the sky. Olivia jumps. Kevin pulls her close as lightning flashes across their shelter wall. 6 in the morning, they spot something strange. Tangled wires in the underbrush, leading somewhere beyond the thorns. 67. Following the wires, they find a rusted box. An old emergency radio, covered in dirt but intact. Olivia brushes it clean with trembling hands. Kevin steadies the antenna. Her fingers fumble the dial, hoping. Static hisses, then a voice. Crackling, distant. Rescue team approaching Sector 9. Olivia gasps, tears spilling down her cheeks. Kevin wraps his arms around her as her shoulders shake in relief. They dance briefly in the rain, soaked and laughing, their feet slipping in the mud, hearts pounding with joy. Prepare a signal fire, stacking wood and leaves high. Kevin lights it as black smoke spirals into the gray sky. Hours pass. Just as hope starts to fade, they hear the sound, rotor blades, faint but growing stronger with every second. A rescue helicopter bursts through the clouds, lowering toward the clearing. Olivia waves her arms, eyes bright with hope. The wind kicks up leaves and ash. Kevin shields her as the helicopter lands. They lock eyes, gripping each other's hands. A rescuer shouts and gestures. Olivia climbs in, but turns back one last time, staring into the jungle's deep green, their fingers still intertwined. The jungle begins to vanish beneath them, but its imprint remains. The helicopter lifts them into the clouds. Olivia watches the trees blur into a sea of memory and mystery. They sit side by side, silent but smiling, battered yet whole, more alive than ever before. 80. The jungle is behind them, but its wildness lives inside them now. A bond unspoken, unbreakable, and forever theirs.